Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be very different from what I normally present. Not long ago, I posted a short that dealt with claims made by atheists that I found on the atheistpublic.com site. Now, I never thought I would get the responses that I did, but there was one in particular that stood out to me. Now, we all know how keyboard warriors can get in their venom towards something they disagree with or simply want to troll you, or who really knows. Well, that wasn't the case with Theo_Skeptomai. And their comments. Their comments were so well articulated, thought out, and reasoned that they deserved the same response. And to my surprise, we had great dialogue, which resulted in this video that's really just for them, as I try to respond to their claims. So I'm going to put them on the screen and read what they said and then provide my response. So here goes. Hello, I am an atheist. I define atheism as suspending any acknowledgement as to the existence of a God until sufficient evidence, that word right there is a tricky one, is introduced. My position is that I have no good reason to acknowledge the existence of gods. Here is the evidence, there's that word again, as to why I currently hold to such a position. Below are 10 facts. Another tricky word we're going to have to deal with. I must consider when evaluating the claim made by theists, that would be me, that a God exists. To be clear, these are not premises for an argument concluding there to be no gods. These are simply facts. Again with that word. I take into account when evaluating the claim. 1. I personally have never observed a God. Okay, first we need to define observe. And how are you defining it? So, observe means to notice or perceive something and regard it as being significant. And perceive means to become aware or conscious of something, come to realize or understand. So, for me, I believe in the God of the Bible because I have personally observed, noticed, and registered as being significant the effects God has had on my life. I furthermore have come to realize and understand that this same God is the sole reason for such a radical change in my life, because I was once one way, which now I'm not. I'm another way. Now, you can say this is willpower, but I can tell you there's no power of my will that was ever able to do what I have since become. And then when I look in the Bible, there is clarity like never before. Now, I'm not just reading it as a book where I have to suspend reality for a period of time, much like we do when we watch a movie, for example. I believe it. 2, I have never encountered a person whom has claimed to have observed a God. This is an easy one because you just have me. 3, I know of no accounts of persons claiming to have observed a God that are willing or able to demonstrate or verify their observation for authenticity, accuracy, or validity. Okay, so there's a lot to address here, starting with what do you mean by demonstrate, followed by verify, and then authenticity, accuracy, and validity. As we know, words are important, and I want to make sure that we agree on the meaning of a word in order to adequately respond to the 10 facts you've presented. So, what does it mean to demonstrate? What does it mean to demonstrate something? Well, to make evident or establish by arguments or reasoning. Also, to prove, to demonstrate a philosophical principle, to describe, explain, or illustrate by examples, specimens, experiments, or the like, to demonstrate the force of gravity by dropping an object. Verify means to make sure or demonstrate that something is true, accurate, or justified. Authenticity. Authenticity is a tough one because it is the quality of being genuine or real. Accuracy is the quality or state of being correct or precise. Validity is the quality of being logically or factually sound. Soundness or cogency. And soundness is the quality of being based on valid reason or good judgment. So, what do we got here? Can I present a sound argument that will demonstrate my claim that there is a God to the degree that it is accurate, genuine, and based on valid reasoning or good judgment? Well, the short answer is no. I cannot. Because I cannot project my experience onto you in such a way that you know not just what I'm talking about, but know in my bones because of what I have seen with my own eyes. It's the whole there's no amount of anything that will convince anyone of anything that they are just not, that they just don't want to believe. But that's not you, because you said that you want to be proven wrong, which is why I'm even doing this video. The truth is, I can't convince you of anything. I can only hope to present to you a reasoned response as to why I believe what I believe so strongly that it just so happens to agree with millions of people all over the world. But more than that, that I had a personal encounter with Jesus when I was 12 years old. And I will never, ever forget it. I remember every detail, every word, everything as if it was just yesterday. I have seen God, not actually seen him, of course, because no one has seen God, but I have seen the effects of God, the power of God in and on my life too many times to be called anything else but the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I don't think anyone can demonstrate that they've observed God to the satisfaction of a skeptic because God defies logic, which makes it miraculous. There's a story in the Bible of a man who refused to believe that Jesus rose from the dead until he saw the marks from his crucifixion. And he was lucky because he lived during a time when it was possible. Now, I'm going to paraphrase what Jesus' response was. It went something like this: "It's great that you believe now that you've seen. Man, it's way better for those who believe and have not seen." In other words, some things require faith. We exercise our faith every single day in things that have far less consequences than our eternal destiny, and we don't even think twice about it. Now, is this the best response to this? No, of course not. But it's an honest one. Okay. So that's only 3 of the 10, and I'm still preparing my responses to the rest, as I'm not taking this lightly and am really trying to respond carefully and thoughtfully. So, Theo_skeptomai, I'm going to go work on those while you respond to what I have presented. Thank you, and God bless you.